thank you so much for your response to Navratri series so far. This is one of the traveling interview that I'm recording this year, courtesy the rains that are persisting around Mumbai this time. And I had a very kind guest who was willing to accept this difficulty and still be with me on this part. It's a very special day for me. I have somebody whom I have admired for many years. She started coaching much early. We met her a few years back, and it has been an absolute privilege seeing her journey through various facets of work that she does. So it's absolute privilege for me to have Shraddha joining us today. Shraddha, thank you so much for taking out time for joining and managing this traveling part.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. It has been pleasure. It's been really long that we couldn't catch up. But then yes, for everybody to know that we are batchmates from ILA and ILA alumni 2021. We used to do a train the trainer and coach the coach program together. And it is pleasure to know you, Charudatta. It was really nice that you reached out to me for the interview, and it's my pleasure to do this interview. Thank you.
So I would like to start by understanding your journey so far, Shraddha.
Okay, so I started my journey at the very young age. At the age of 19, I started working. Abhi, if I can use Hindi and English both, right?
Sure.
ओके तो मुझे ना बेसिकली घर से भागना था बिकॉज इन नागपुर आई कुडंट सी समथिंग रियली ग्रेट फॉर मी सो आई वाज लाइक यहाँ से पहले तो भागते हैं सो ट्वेल्थ पास के बाद मैं और क्या कर सकती थी कि जल्दी से मैं पैसे कमाऊँ इंडिपेंडेंट बनूँ आई डोंट लाइक टू बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन अदर पीपल तो आई वाज लाइक लेट मी डू समथिंग विच इज़ वेरी easier for me. It goes with my personality to become a cabin crew. So I became cabin crew at the age of 19. First interview, go, it's done. So whatever since then, whatever I tried to put my hands into, it's done. So then at the age of 22, I gave my interview to Qatar Airways. International airline, five-star airline, and first interview with international airline, go, it's done. It was so good for me. Like, whatever I started putting my mind into, it started happening to me. Then later I thought of becoming pilot because at a very young age I'm earning so much. I was like इतने पैसे का क्या करना होता है क्योंकि बचपन में तो सिखाया ही नहीं होता है फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है. Then I'm like, chalo, I'll use the money and I'll become pilot. But then because of the COVID, I couldn't. However, that turmoil, COVID ka time jo tha, it was like a turmoil and very devastating for many people. It was kind of blessing to me that I got some ideas to change and help other people exactly at that point of time. So in COVID, I became life coach. I started helping other people with their mindset, with their emotional instability and everything. So since then, I started my journey and it's never stopping. It's
That is
never
awesome.
stopping. And right now, I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm a life coach and I'm also into a corporate trainer and I'm a posh trainer and I'm also six phase meditation trainer. So basically, superwoman ban gayi ho, kuch bhi kara lo mujhse.
That is amazing. You made a very valid, very important point here, Shraddha, that COVID was the time which basically triggered this journey for you. But at the same time, this was something wherein people also went 180-degree opposite, right? Everybody, it was at a very difficult stage, and what we are okay in hindsight, we can talk about it and have a different perspective. But when people went through this particular part, things were very difficult for many, right? So, in
Correct.
this particular view, what really triggered your journey towards coaching?
So, I was stuck in Pune with my cousin and तो और नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने बोल दिया कि सब बंद रहेगा. देन लाइक अभी घर भी नहीं जा सकते कुछ नहीं कर सकते हम बेसिकली फ्रॉम नागपुर बट आई गॉट स्टक इन पुणे बट देन आई वाज लाइक क्या करूँ एंड एग्जैक्टली एट दैट पॉइंट आई हैड अ ब्रेकअप विथ लव ऑफ माई लाइफ एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. So I had a breakup with my boyfriend and I was completely devastated. I was like, मैं क्या करूँ? I don't have personal life. Don't have professional life because I was about to go for my pilot training, but then COVID happened. So I just couldn't go for it. No personal life. मैं क्या करूँ? Like, and we are stuck at small house together with me and my cousin. Then one of my friend tried to help me out to go through these challenges, emotional challenges and mental challenges. and without having any degrees or certifications of coaching training या फिर थेरेपिस्ट साइकोथेरेपिस्ट. तो मैंने बोला अगर कोई नॉर्मल इंसान मुझे हेल्प कर सकता है तो व्हाई कांट आई स्टडी अबाउट इट एंड हेल्प अदर पीपल. और कोविड वाज द टाइम जिसमें सबको जरूरत थी. Everybody, no matter
Yeah.
if it's a normal person or person who is losing their life or losing their loved ones, everybody needed help. So I was like, let me give my helping hand to people who really needs help. तो आई स्टार्टेड एग्जैक्टली जस्ट 2-3 महीने का मैंने छोटा सा एक कोचिंग सर्टिफिकेशन किया सो दैट पीपल कैन ट्रस्ट मी. एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड माई जर्नी विद दैट. फर्स्ट क्लाइंट वाज लाइक 500 rupees. That's it 500 rupees से I started the journey, and it gave me so much of fulfillment, you can say. The fulfillment was bigger than the money. So I was like I love doing this. Like किसी के मतलब मेरी वजह से किसी के फेस में स्माइल आ रहा है, उनका लाइफ थोड़ा बेटर हो रहा है, so why not. So I made my passion into the same thing. And the COVID may, I can say, the breakup. Maybe that boyfriend was supposed to come in my life to get my coaching journey started. So that was my turning point to become a coach.
Awesome. And currently, how are you helping people?
Currently, I'm helping people in one-to-one coaching, group coaching, making their emotions stable because a lot of emotional instability is happening right now, even to me as well. Matlab, I'm not saying that I'm very wise or something, but when things are happening with you personally, it's just you don't know sometimes how to manage them. So I help them in their personal growth and professional growth both.
Awesome. One of the things that I've seen, and I'm going to be asking this question throughout this series this year. How do people treat when they meet somebody as young as you? I'll
Okay.
tell you honestly.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm telling you honestly where it's coming from, right? What I have seen, a lot of time people understand this particular need little towards mid of their career, right? Or in the second phase of their career, that is when they realize that this particular need for some development exists, right? Because they have identified some gaps and they have realized that I need to move. Usually in life also, this is the particularly the midlife crisis is the standard thing, right? So how do you basically deal with somebody who is young who hasn't either gone through that particular part professionally or because so far we have always been talking about the mentors, right? People who have been there, done that. So we reach out to them and seek their help. Coaching is still evolving, correct?
Right.
So have you faced this into kind of a resistance or hesitation when people first reach out to you? अरे ये तो खुद ही बच्ची है ये मुझे क्या बताएगी? Does that happen?
It does happen a lot, especially for the corporate trainings when I go and they're like, "Hey, you never worked in a corporate, how can you train us?" That happened. But then I have to make them understand, कि, okay, I have these soft skills, communication skills. I'm coming from a decade, I'm like an aviation expert, you can so say, because I have 10 years, a decade of experience in aviation. I have dealt with a lot of people. So I have to make them understand, I have to show them the profile. That's how they understand. However, I remember initial phases of my coaching period, I coached people who are 60 plus.
Hmm.
Okay, so they were retired. I remember my best clients. They were my two best clients. They were retired. It's not that they are coming from India or something. They are from internationally, like UK people. Okay, two UK people, Indians who went there and settled there, and then now they have to come back to India. So they are retired. They don't know what to do with their life anymore because they think their life is over because they're retired. They have nothing to look forward to, and that's when they found me and I could actually help him. I have a long testimonial from this person, and I started his golf coaching journey because he loved doing golf and he used to play golf almost every day, but he didn't realize that he can do something out of it. So he started with golf coaching as well. So I mean, and then he got the purpose of their life ki, okay, a lot of young people are not doing golf, they are just not into golf. सबको यही लगता है कि golf is rich people's game, not somebody else's game, right? कि हम लोग normal लोग नहीं जा सकते. So he made people feel normal about golf and he started training young people. So that's how his life changed, and he's really happy in his life. And we keep doing sessions again now and then. So, matlab, 4 साल से this person, this client is with me, and annually we do 2 3 sessions together just to hype up and what's new you can do, what new. So yes, the that is kind of a myth that young people are unable to help people who are elder to them, because you never know whose life is what, and what I don't know is you don't know what I don't know, and I don't know what you don't know, right? So when we can collaborate and do something together better, why not? So actually, अभी ना young people के साथ if you connect, you get lot of trending news, what is happening nowadays. So that helps them a lot. And that's what makes them trust me. And when somebody comes to me, I'm completely non-judgmental. I don't judge people, I make them feel very comfortable. That's one of my key trait, you can say, and that's why they keep coming back to me as my clients.
Amazing. The other side, which is the young college population as well as the young professionals, they're also going through a lot of crisis today, primarily because of the okay, you may call it as expectation mismatch or the group dynamics mismatch, right? People come from different backgrounds, they come to college, and there is a there's a huge diversity, particularly in metro cities, and that creates different expectations amongst each other, and that has created a lot of stress during college as well as during the early professional days. What would you advise these professionals?
I would advise ki actually to students, I wouldn't say anything, but for the colleges and the schools, I would say please train the students for different skills like emotional stability, emotional intelligence, life skills like financial, how can you manage your finance, how can you do this, because बचपन में ये सारी चीजें नहीं सिखाई गई होती है, that's why the crisis is there right now. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर स्टूडेंट्स कि कॉलेज तो हो गया, हमने सीख लिया मैथ साइंस बायोलॉजी एवरीथिंग इज, बट नाउ दे डोंट नो हाउ टू अप्लाई इन द रियल लाइफ. दे डोंट नो द दुनियादारी बिकॉज देव बीन पैम्पर्ड अ लॉट बाय देयर पेरेंट्स, अ लॉट. मतलब जो चाहिए तुमको अभी, मतलब बचपन में ही फोन दे देते, आईपैड्स दे देते, एवरीथिंग. दे जस्ट बीन इनसाइड द हाउस, एंड द काइंड ऑफ एक्सपोजर वी हैव रिसीव्ड इन आवर चाइल्डहुड कि बचपन से हम लोग बाहर से ही खेलते आ रहे हैं, सो वी काइंड ऑफ नो द दुनियादारी, है ना, हाउ टू डील विद द पीपल, बट दीज पीपल दे जस्ट डोंट नो. So I would advise actually parents and the students, please give some exposure to your kids and the students so that they start going out a lot and talk to real people with real conversation. The real conversation is missing right now. So once they know, they get deeper with their emotions, they start understanding their purpose of life, passion, what exactly they want. तो expectation actually mismatch नहीं होगी. Both the sides will be able to convey their message to each other in a proper manner.
Okay. That makes me also think about the recent incidents that happened in Pune, the EY incidents, right? And that has triggered a huge debates in it. How do you really see this? Is on the other one part of it. On the other side, there will be a lot of companies who would tell you that okay, youngsters they don't do anything. They are just there for the sake of training, and only when they get to the project they start working. So we see both the things, right? So how do people achieve that balance?
Achieve the balance is you have to start working on yourself. You cannot expect somebody else to come and work for you on you. You have to start working on yourself with every part of you, every area of your life. Whether you call it professional, education, your relationships with your parents, your friends, yourself, whether you call it readings, any kind of habits, you have to put 100% mirror. You have to mirror yourself actually. You have to put like, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं, क्या कर रही हूँ मैं. And once you do that, it will be easier for you to balance life. And I'm not saying it will be easier for you every time. No, there will be up and down, and that is life. You have to accept it as it is coming, but you have to know how to respond to these situations. And with like not react, but yes, respond to the situation in a proper manner. So once you understand yourself, it will be easier for you to respond. You won't be reacting anymore.
Amazing. Thank you so much for these amazing insights, Shraddha. I believe that youngsters have a lot of learnings for them, and a very simple way of saying mirror yourself, understand yourself, and that's the best way to respond. Thank you so much for your time. Uh,
Thank you, Charulata Bande. It was pleasure having you, sir. And it was thank you so much for having me here because it's been the best.